So hi everyone, welcome back to Dharmatography, and today in this video we are going to talk about some Photoshop manipulation tutorial, and I'm going to do a breakdown rather than doing it from beginning because it may take lots of time. So watch this breakdown carefully and you can learn some technique. I will provide you all these assets, and let's begin this video. Okay, so this is the pictures we are going to edit. So let me first make it. I want to make the layout set essential. So okay, now let's begin this video, and I'm going to show you the whole steps. This is how it looks like. So I will provide you all those stocks images like this dragon and this Hogwarts and the moon, and simply follow the process and you can apply the same effect on your photo. So let me zoom it a little bit. Okay, so you can see this is the background, this is the original, not in India. Simply you make Ctrl Z. This is original image, and I go to filter, camera raw filter, and I just make a random color correction by making it a little bit bluish, and just playing with this camera raw filter with contrast, a little bit of highlights, and I just simply play with, and then I will get something like this. And I will show you that here are some mountains and here are some clouds. I will show you how I add this later. So first let me simply work with this original image. Let's rename it edited, color graded, let's say color graded image. Okay, so the first thing is I will add this Hogwarts. So let me first duplicate this layer, and simply delete this layer mask so you know what I have done here. So simply you go to file and place embedded, and then you will simply load this stock image from DeviantArt, and later you will give credit to DeviantArt, and so first I upload these images here and Ctrl T transform, and you can move around and see where I exactly want this image. So I want to put it somewhere like here, so it will matches the mountains here. And for this purpose I have also added then the layer mask. Simply press here, and you simply use this brush tool, press D so it's white and black, and here is white layer mask, so you can only use the brush if it is black, and simply you simply brush here, and simply you match this stock image with the like this. And this is the reason why I added some sky in this picture. So this is how I fit this image in my picture. So, and this is how I add it later. So let's delete this and simply using layer mask. And so you can see the reason why I am using the clone tool. So let's play with these color graded images. Simply I play with the original, and then you go to clone tool clone stamp tool, and you look here the highlight is blown up, so I simply press Alt, sorry, and then you simply brush here and you just remove this area. So simply like this clone tool, so you won't see the blue highlight. That is what I have done here. Color graded images. So this is our first task, and in this here also you use the brush tool and simply brush over here. Or there is another trick you can see. I think I have somewhere, just let me. Okay, so look, I have used my only head tool, so let me show again what I mean. This is a complex tutorial, so it's hard for me to do it from beginning, so you need to repeat the whole video if you don't understand. So for this purpose I simply double the layer of my head and put it below this layer by doing a selection. Like simply you go to the selection, like quick selection tool, and I simply just do a rough selection of my head, and you then press Ctrl Z, and I have my head layer. So and if I put this head layer below here, then I can add a moon later, so that the moon looks behind my head. So for this purpose I need to duplicate my head. So then later let me add some moon. You can see the reason why I need to duplicate my head is the moon is glowing. So you can see the same process, file, place embedded, and add the moon, and you need to add this moon behind this Hogwarts castle layer, so that let me simply make it name moon head copy, so that you can understand what I mean. And then below this layer you will put this moon. So and then you use a layer mask. Simply press here layer mask and black brush, and you simply print over here so that the moon looks behind the castle. And as you can see, I have added some glow effects. So this is the normal moon. Let me show like this, and let's remove this layer mask. And so just a moment. Okay, the moon is already masked, so you can see this is the normal moon, and I add some glow effects. Simple process, go to effects, outer glow, and you simply make it white, blend mode screen, and you play with the opacity and size, and you will see a glow effect. And you can also add inner glow. So, and if I don't use the head of this original image, then you can see the glow in the head, and that does not look real. So for that purpose I need to duplicate look, and this is it is not possible that the light of the moon at my head. So for that purpose I need to duplicate the head and then simply use a layer mask and brush around here, so the glow is only here. So then I make a color correction of this castle so that it will look bluish. It matches right now with the sky, but it doesn't look so blended with the mountaineers. So for this purpose I simply make it bluish, and it's very simple. You go to this cursor and then curves, and you just press here, that is a clipping mask. So that means if you press this, what you have done, it will affect only this. So right now I have and then you simply play with the, let me first remove this. So, and you simply play with the blue color, and just little bit bluish, so it will affect, and then pressing the clipping mask, it will affect only the mountain and decrease some red, you know. So simply play with, so it somehow matches the background. So simple process with Corp 4. I need to use the clipping mask, I think. So we are almost done there. So brush tool and simply hit it on the brush tool. I see some mistake here. So you need to simply zoom in and brush, reduce the size, and simply bring some of the castle back here. So now we are almost there. Okay, my English is not so good, so sorry for that. And now I'm using the Elder Wand. I think if you are familiar with Harry Potter, you know that Elder Wand. So simple process. I will provide you the image. Simple Google Elder Wand and you can find a PNG file, and then simply copy paste. And you can see I have used a layer mask. Like, you use the white layer mask and then you simply brush around this area, so you won't see the Elder Wand. It looks like this actually. So let me duplicate it, delete the layer mask. So actually it looks like this, and after using this layer mask it looks like this. And then I have done some color correction, like same process using Corpse, clipping mask, and you can also, you know, simply play with the brush and simply with black brush simply smoothen this so that you won't have that line. Simply make it should not be so perfect, because most of the edits I use is for Instagram. So okay, so now I have that Elder Wand I think, and then I will add a dragon. So from DeviantArt, and it's so red and I really don't like this reddish color, so I later did a corpse and make it a little bit bluish and reddish. And you can see I need to add a shadow, and I was confused if I should put that shadow at this mountain or it will come directly here. So actually the light is coming from here, so I decided to make it look simple, and I just put the shadow directly, so diagonal. And for shadow you need to go to effects, drop shadows, total black, okay, and go to this drop shadows and create a layer. So I should create layer from drop shadows. Okay, and now you can see you have these shadows, and simply I press Ctrl T and then I simply make it like this, and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and make it a little bit so it doesn't look so, there is a slightly, it doesn't look so harsh. So simple shadow, and then later I don't like the shadow in this mountain, so it doesn't look real that the shadow is here also and here also. So for that purpose I use a layer mask and I just make it a very smooth kind of shadow. I was confused for the shadow, so later I make a trick and I just put the shadow also here, like it's a cloud shadow, so it looks natural. Okay, then You can see I have added some clouds, not clouded. So you can see I have added some clouds so that it will blend so nicely with the background. A very simple tool. Create a layer, new layer, and go make it black and white, filter, render, and clouds, and then simply change the blending mode to overlay or screen. And then I have used again a layer mask, and I just want clouds in the part of the mountain. So very simple process of using layer mask. So let me delete this layer, delete layer as okay. You can see I have used a layer mask, and I just make it hard light or overlay and simply play with the opacity, so it looks kind of cool. And you can see now the shadow is also like here, also here, so it looks okay. And then a basic color correction of making it blue, another color correction for exposure, and then I always make it look like a nighttime. So you go to here and then color lookup and simply moonlight or a night from day, and this is how it looks like. So, and then again you play with the opacity, and you know it's nighttime, so you can, if you have seen a Harry Potter film, that there is some glowing effects in the window. So you can see I simply added some glow in this window. Let me show you quickly how I added this. Simply, I have done it very roughly. At first, solid color, and then make a color of here, something so it looks like light, and then press Ctrl I, it will invert it, and you know you use a brush tool and simply you brush here with white, and you make this lighten. So you know, the simply lighten, use a very small brush, you know, and simply paint in the window. Now look, very simple. So like this, simply paint like this, and it will look like that the windows are actually, there's lights in the window. So, and it will give you some night vibes. Okay, later I will use the lens flare so that it will be glowing. I will provide this also. Blend mode, screen, opacity 100, and then later layer, this is lights of band. Let me make it Windows light. So this is clouds. Okay, so you can see now layer 13. I have make it a little bit darker, I think. I don't know where I have this layer. So let me go to 33 copy. You can see I have used the same lights. Eye of Dragon. It's very simple. You simply copy it, Ctrl Z, Ctrl T, transform. Always make it a smart filter, and then simply like this, and just put here like that. The eyes is glowing. Very cool effect, and the blending mode should be always a screen or lighten. So this is the eyes of dragon, and then I have added some lightning in that dragon, so it looks like a fantasy kind of dragon, and simply lightening the sky. Okay, this is a very simple process. It's like simply go to add first new layer, filter, black and white, render clouds, and then change the blending mode to color dots. It looks something so cool. And make a layer mask, Ctrl I, invert, change the opacity a little bit, and you simply brush in the area where you want a very glow effects in the sky. So simply brush so it looks like something is glowing, simply do it like this. So this is the first process of gluing, and then you can see another glow, and at this time I have duplicated this is glow in dragon sky glowing, and here you can see there is a bluish kind of color. So simply go to image adjustment, hue and saturation, colorize, and make it look like bluish, and simply you can play with the color and change the color of this dragon. I want to make it look a little bit bluish, so you can see I add some glow again. And then for overall I add this rain sorry I can't provide you this rain because you need to have a license for this. So simply a rain, you don't need it actually, but in order to give it a dramatic vibes, I simply use the rain and the logo, and then you can see I've added on a little bit of adjustment by making this area brighter and this corner darker. It's very simple, new layer, and simply use a bigger brush, and I want this area to be darker, for example. I want to then make it white, and I want this area to be brighter, and simply change the blending mode to overlay, and just play with the opacity. So this is how I done this layer, and at last Ctrl Shift Alt E, you will get that one layer. And then my final color correction, I make it like orange teal. You can have your own color correction. I just make it orange teal by going to filter, camera raw filter, and playing with this kind of setting. It looks also dramatic. I think I pressed something and it looks so cool. I don't know what I pressed right now. I think I should press it. Let me see. So it looks also cool, Everything is dark. You can give any kind of signature effect, so I kind of like this as effects. Before, after. So it also look cool. Black and white kind of vibes, and you have this beautiful orange glowing sky is orange. So. But this is my final color correction with blue and orange and teal. And I think this is, I again add some glow in this Adler wand. And that's it, guys. I think this is the breakdown of this Harry Potter and the dragon and the Hogwarts and the moon, Oh, I forgot to say one thing. I have added a blur, you can see. Let me tell you again. Look, it's so sharp. And in order to get the 3D depth, I have added some blur effects. So let me show you. Simply go to controls. Let me go to your filter, blur gallery, and field blur, and I want this part to be a little bit blur. So simply go to 3. I want this part to be without blur. I want this part to be blur. I want this part to be blur. I want this part to be blur, but not so much. I don't want this part to be blur, so just simply play with this bird. So cool tool. And this is how I get this. You can see a little bit blurs background and focus in the subject. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. So that was a basic quick breakdown, and if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned, and I will come with another Photoshop tutorial. So till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.